Hey everyone, it's Paolo. So today I am talking to the legendary television actress and health expert, Mary Lou Henner, and her husband, Michael Brown. Now they have a fabulous book out today called Changing Normal, How I Helped My Husband Beat Cancer. Now not only does this book have so much important information, but their love story is pretty unbelievable. So I can't wait to go see them at their house here in Los Angeles. See you there.
His life was changed and made new when an angel made his dream come true, and now he brings his dream to you. In a Spoonful Paolo.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Ready?
I can't, Mary Lou and Michael, I can't thank you enough for allowing us to be in your home. I said this to you early. It is beautiful, and it's an honor to be here.
Thanks.
I'm like crushing. I don't even know what to say, but thank you to the both of you, really.
Thanks.
You know, the other day I read your book. Okay, here it is. This is your 10th book, I believe, right? Changing Normal. Let me just tell you something. I texted your publicist, Pete, the other day as I was reading it. I was in the middle of it, and I fell in love with you two. And this is the first time I'm meeting them, and I was telling Patrick, how can we do this so the viewers understand your history? Because you guys were together in 2003, but the thing is, you have a long history since 1970.
Right.
Right?
1970.
Okay. So we designed something to make everybody at home understand your relationship. Okay. So now, don't look at this. Let's start at the first one. Okay. So everyone at home, you pay attention. This story is amazing. I mean,
look at that audio visual.
Let me just say, your story reminded me of me, because we love watching General Hospital, and it's like your love story could be a storyline on General Hospital. So let's start over here. This one over here. You guys, you met at University of Chicago, right?
Yeah. Both freshmen.
Both freshmen. Right. He, at that time, when you met him, he was dating Linda, your friend.
Right, my friend. She was a dorm mate.
Yes, a dorm mate.
She became my roommate later, but she was a dorm mate. She and I really sparked to each other because we both had bubbly personalities.
So you opened the door, because the first time when I was reading the book, you opened the door, and there is this handsome guy in front of you. What were you thinking?
The doorbell rang, I went, I'll get it, and I ran over and opened the door, and I saw him, and I just thought, the girlfriend code, I'm very respectful of it, but are there any more guys on campus like him?
I mean, you can't control the feeling that you're feeling inside when you see someone like him. Okay, and then look, so then I think it was 10 years later, you're in New Orleans getting a marriage license.
Because I'm about to get married 2 days later to Frederick Forrest, my very first husband.
And this is crazy, but then you run into
Michael, who is basically just cutting through the building.
Because you were taking, was it a shortcut?
I was taking a shortcut through the building, yes.
Yeah.
Go call on a shipping company.
And I ran out into the hallway and I went, Michael! And I screamed for him. And he turned around and I said, what are you doing here? We had not seen each other in over 8 years.
So then we go forward, 22 years later, am I right?
Years later.
I got to check with Mary Lou. She knows these dates. So 22 years later, okay, you went to go see the psychic.
As a gift.
As a gift, so it was a gift. And then you write this in your book, and you say, this is what he told you. It's going to be someone with a name that begins with the letter M. Could be Mark or Michael or Matthew. And this someone will be everything to you, spiritually, intellectually, physically, and emotionally. The whole package. Did you not have any idea that he was talking about Michael?
Not at all. Not even close. No, because I hadn't thought about Michael for a long time. It was like years.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, it's an M. I'm dating a couple of other people, but it's an M.
And then he gave you a year. Didn't he give you, he said you had a year from that date. But then, was it 10 months? Was it 10 months after that?
10 and a half months.
Oh my God, this is so amazing. This is so beautiful. Okay, 10 months later then, you get this picture over here. Was it 2003, right?
February 22nd.
Yeah, yep. Let's look at this.
Saturday.
You get a voicemail. You get home, and you get a voicemail from Michael. What did you say? What did you call? What made you call?
I said, hello, Mary Lou, voice from the past.
Hey, it's Mike
to
Brown.
catch up on old times. That's what I said.
That's what he said. And I was in my bathroom on the phone, and I'm listening, and I went, and I sank down. I listened to it twice, and I went, it's the M. I thought,
this is what he was talking about.
This is what he was talking about. Especially because he said he was going to be within a year of my birthday.
Yeah.
And he said he'll already be a father to older kids, but he'll be a great stepdad to my children. I mean, it was like a crazy psychic thing. But it's not like I was only waiting, and that's why it worked.
And the 1 year guarantee on this psychic reading was just about to expire.
Yeah, it was 2 months left. I think it was 2 months left of that. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing, this story. So then you guys have your first, it's your first date, okay?
Right.
here you are together then, and I know you just love that mullet he had, so we put a little mullet over there. Okay, so that's between. Okay, this is what we're going to talk about now. This is your first date, and then you guys get married in 2006. So I want to talk about what happened between here, okay? Because when I read the book, Michael, you said that you had blood in your urine for, was it 2 years prior to meeting Mary Lou? And when I read them, like, oh my gosh, what are these doctors doing? And you were going to the doctors, they were misdiagnosing you. What happened then? How did Mary Lou change your life when you told her? So when she saw it, because what I read that you saw it, the first time is you saw it in the...
We were on vacation
You were on
together.
vacation.
We'd taken like a trip to Mexico City 3 weeks after we started dating. We're sharing a bathroom for the first time and everything else. And I go in there following him one time and I went, oh wait, there's blood. There's like just a little telltale sign. And I went, I knew it wasn't mine. And I said, Michael, and he said, oh, don't worry about it. I've had blood in my urine for 2 years. So.
Well, I mean, I wasn't quite as blasé as that about it. I said that I'd gone to doctors numerous times. They'd never diagnosed anything. And so I was kind of like getting on with it without letting it drive me crazy, or trying not to let it drive me crazy.
But what's so, like, your story is that, okay, you had bladder cancer. Then later on, you had...
Diagnosed,
lung cancer. For you, were you like, when this started, when you're getting all this news and you're going through this and Mary Lou's there helping you and she's guiding you, was there part of that was thinking, I can't have her with me, this is too much for her, I feel so bad, we just reunited again after all these years? Was there a part of you that felt like, or were you like, thank you, God, like I have this angel to help me?
I think there was both emotions. I think the first thing, though, was that we'd been together for 2 months when I was actually diagnosed, so to speak. And so by then we were pretty close, very close. And that's how the book opens, actually.
Yeah.
How close we'd already grown. So on that, but I did regret that I brought, the cancer home, as it were, and that I didn't know what I was bringing. It was pretty distressful.
He always said that if he had known that he had cancer, he probably wouldn't have called me. And so 2 months later, who knows what would have happened?
Who knows
he probably
what
would have been.
And let me say what a saint you are, because when I was reading, I remember there were people around you who were telling you to leave him. This is too much. You're not going to to just walk away from this. But you chose to stay with him. What gave you that power? What was it that said, I'm going to stick by his side and I am going to be there for him? Like, what was it?
You know what it is? I think maybe because I lost my parents so young in life and I watched what they went through in hospitals. Well, my father didn't even get a chance. He died instantly of a heart attack. But my mother, her body was constantly trying to make sense of the things that the hospitals did to her. The doctors would choose for her. And so I became this student of health after that. And because of it, I've always felt a little bit ahead of the curve of what's happening in medicine. And I've bonded with so many incredible doctors all over the country, like Dr. T. Colin Campbell and Dr. Neil Barnard, and of course Dr. Saram Khalsa, who's
my doctor.
Godfather.
Yes.
Yeah, he's amazing. But I had worked with so many great integrative medicine doctors that I thought, I'm not going to let him go the traditional routes without at least giving these other, disciplines, these other modalities a chance.
Yeah.
So I just felt it was the courage of my own convictions. Plus, I'd been helping people over the years, writing books and everything else, and I could see what was working for people. So I just thought we've got to give it a shot. It's not going to be worse.
Yeah.
So
when you talk about your parents, when you lost your parents, don't you give yourself like a health birthday when you changed what you're eating and you didn't?
Yeah,
what day is that?
My date, I always call it August 15th, 1979, because it was a Wednesday. That's the day I gave up dairy products, because dairy products more than anything else in my life changed my life.
Wow. Was it hard
really
for you?
something.
Because when reading the book, I know that you were with your family, you ate a lot of meat, a smoker, you were on these ships in these boiler rooms where a lot of toxins were going, you're breathing them in. Was it hard? Was this life-changing for you? Did you adapt to it easily? Because here you have her who knows so much about this, that don't have dairy, don't eat meat, let's control this cancer, you're not going to do chemo. Was that a shift change for you?
Well, it was definitely. I'd been going through sort of a midlife crisis anyway, as I approached 50, and that's in the book. And so I had begun changing, but I hadn't really had any direction. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have anybody to teach me. And so I was flailing around, and it wasn't doing anything to arrest the growth of the cancer. So luckily I got with Mary Lou and I got some
Yeah, well, you write in the book, I have a quote from you, and I just kind of got a little teary-eyed. You said this is after they removed a tumor that was cancerous from your lung, I believe, and when you woke up, Mary Lou was right by your side, and this is what you wrote. You said, I awoke in the recovery room, groggy and in pain. I turned my head and saw Mary Lou sitting beside me. She told me that they had removed the tumor along with the lower lobe, and that they had gotten all of it. I was overcome with love and emotion. She looked so kind and gentle and so concerned, so loving. She had been through a lot with me in a short time we've been together. I grabbed her hand and thanked her for being there for me. And then you proposed to her after. Like,
Yeah. On the hospital bed.
This is a love story. Since 1970, and they're together, and look at this, and you both look amazing.
Thank you. Thanks.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, it was really special because, you know, the bladder cancer was so bad.
Yeah.
It was stage 2-3 bladder cancer, and we got past that and found out that he had lung cancer. And thank God, in a way, that he had the bladder cancer in a strange way to get to the lung cancer early. And they were able to just go in the side and kind of scoop it out.
Let me ask you
But
this.
he didn't have to go through bladder surgery, which is usually what people have to do, or prostate surgery or anything. And that's how the book starts with that. This is your lucky day story.
Let me ask you this. You know, some people might say it's a miracle. What do you guys, do you believe truly that it was your life changing? The food that you put in your body, what you're breathing in. Do you feel like that was a big part of it for controlling this and being and cancer free now till today? Like,
Absolutely.
really, right?
Oh yeah, there's no doubt.
I mean, when I was reading your book, I kept drinking water. Ask Patrick. I'm sitting in the kitchen. I have it over there on my laptop, and all I kept drink water.
Hydration.
And it really was. Look, we've been cleansing, no sugar. I've been trying really, really hard because everybody knows who watches the show. I just love my sugar. And desserts. I love desserts. But when I was reading your book and your other books as well, it just something happened, like a little shift, and reading your story and how much it helped you. Because when I think of sugar, I do think of cancer now. I do think like
it feeds on it.
It feeds on it.
And that's your normal.
Yeah.
That's why the book is called Changing Normal, because it's all about looking where are you in your life, what are you doing, et cetera, and what should you do to change your normal to maybe live a healthier life.
I mean, this title is genius. It really is, because we're always used to the what is normal for us. Like you said, what is normal for us? But sometimes you have to change what feels like normal to survive in this world.
Well, what happened was a relative of his was diagnosed with cancer right around the same time Michael was, and you know, it was like the family was going to go in and cut and burn and cauterize and poison and chemo and, you know, surgery and blah blah blah, and it's like, okay, we're going to have her in 6 months, we're going to have her back to normal in no time, and she can get back. And you know, this was a woman who was addicted to sugar and diet soda and all this other stuff. And I said to Michael, I said, oh my gosh, that's the worst thing they could say. She's got to change her normal. Normal has been exacerbating her situation to begin with. So, you know, and so that's where the whole changing
normal is also a constant refrain
Yes.
when you get from doctors. We'll get you
Yes.
back to normal. We'll get you back to the golf course. You'll be up in 3 days and you'll be, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's never about the long-term consequence and what you need to do to survive afterwards.
Yeah, it's true.
And have a high quality of life while you're at it.
It's true.
Yeah.
And do you realize that this book, you know, it comes out the 26th of April, which it would come out today. That's when this is going to be released. Not only have you helped save your husband's life, but you do know you are going to be saving so many people's lives out there. Like, you're going to open that window, what we think is normal. You're going to change it. And I just want to applaud you for doing that. And with this, one word to describe your husband. If you can, I know that you have, but one word that says all about Michael. What would you say?
Resilient. He's unbelievable. He's everybody's rock, and he's so powerful about that. He is one of the most resilient, you know, people I know. He gets up all the time and just, you know, faces people say, wait, Michael changed, he got rid of and it's all in the book. He got rid of the fillings in his teeth. He started hydration, you know, like hydrating himself. He goes on the rebounder, which is bouncing on low impact on a small mini trampoline a few times a day to like triple his white blood cell count for the next hour. His whole protocol is in the book, and it's all the things that he did to save his life. And people go, oh, that's so hard. I go, being healthy is hard, being unhealthy is hard, maintaining your health is hard, pick your hard, it's all hard. He's alive. He's alive, he's vibrant, he's sexy, he works so hard, and he like lives.
100%.
He's brilliant.
Tell me, Michael, one word to describe your wife.
Loving.
Just one word. Say it.
Loving.
It really, love. This is a love
usually
story.
people say
gonna,
energy, but that's a good.
And I'll say the energy.
Enough people have said that already.
Energy. Yeah. Wow.
No.
You know, again, this book comes out today. It comes out the day after my birthday. Do you remember where you were April 25th, 1976? Was it a good day, a bad day? Do you even... I think it was...
It was a Sunday.
Yes, it was a Sunday. I had to Google it. Oh my God, I cannot take this. I have to go home. I had to Google that just because I knew you were going to say what day it was. It was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Well,
I know exactly what I was doing.
What were you doing? Was it a good day?
It was a very good day because I was doing the Broadway show Grease at the time.
That's right.
And I had spent my birthday actually with Treat Williams, who was a very good friend. He was in Grease with me and a bunch of other friends. You know, we all went to his house in Darien, Connecticut. And I was just auditioning for the Broadway show show, pal Joey at the time, and had gone to the callbacks the day before. But so like the whole day starts to fill in, and we went to this restaurant on 10th Avenue and 46th Street for brunch that day.
See, America, this is what
It's like it just comes
highly. Okay, let's say it's Sam, highly superior. Autobiographical memory.
Right.
Oh my God, I just said it. I mean, I don't even have a good memory. But from your books, you taught me that we all can have, not you had, but we can work on our memory.
Oh, people just have gotten lazy.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
we use speed dial for everything. We're so used to being able to look up everything, right, and have it at our fingertips. But it's in there.
I can't, the book's out. Get it? You're just gonna fall in love with them. It's inspiring. It's just a love story. It really is. And I want to say thank you to the both of you because
thank you so much.
You've inspired me to eat healthy, to be a better person, and I'm in awe of both of you. Really.
Thank you. We love you. We're all gonna go out to a healthy meal. There's so many great.
Oh my God.
Places.
Yes. Thank you both. Okay, so don't forget the book is out. Get it right now.
I love it. It's the P's and the M's.
The P's and the M's. That's right. Yes, you're right. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next time at Spoonful of Paolo. Bye. Oh my God. Thank you for a fabulous
Let me see
interview.
You're
going to keep this,
cute.
okay?
Oh, we're going to get it
This
framed.
is for you. That's for you guys.
So look at these pictures.
Dream big.
Spoonful of Paolo.
I love you, Oprah. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you.